Use the code CHICKEN in the shop.
Hey guys, the chicken is here. We are back today with another Boom Beach video. In today's video, guys, it's not a good one. It's not a good one. We're getting smoked. We got heavy choppers and bombers, and it is absolutely not the answer. So we're going to go over what we actually need to do to get into our last push for the season. If you saw last night's live stream, you know what we're talking about. Things were not fun. We're not good. But I appreciate those of you guys that have been using that code chicken in the shop. Does help to support the channel, and just a big shout out to you guys in general. And if you guys haven't already and you like watching the videos, you want to stay up to date on whatever is going to be happening in Boom Beach, specifically Boom Beach Warships, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and thank you for those of you guys that do that. So here's where we're at today. Now I'm rocking the same base, which I don't think is the problem. I don't think the base is the problem. Maybe we could move the Doom Cannon back somewhere. But, yeah, I don't think that's a huge issue. We might have to look at a new one, but we're just getting smacked all around. So, lost there by a few seconds, lost there by a full minute. Facing a lot of, the matchmaking has been pretty awful. Don't want to make excuses, but it's been pretty bad. Lots of 25s, lots of 24s. The problem with the 25s and the 24s right now is they all have this. They've all got troop health and troop damage, which I think is what we're going to need to do. Now, the big question, if you guys have been following along this season, you know, you're on the same path, is do we need the stat nodes first, or do we need to go back and get heavies first? So what I'm thinking of doing is getting the stat nodes, because, you know, typically that's never a bad move. Then going back and getting heavies if we need them, if we need to do that. Also, what I'm going to be doing, and I would recommend you guys do as well, is maxing out the smoke screen. Now, you might think, chicken, you're crazy. What are you talking about? So this can actually be helpful when the grappler pulls in your heavies or your rifles or whatever you're using, especially when they've got the grappler set up around a bunch of critter launchers. The reason that it's there is just so the critter launchers shoot at them, and then they're just constantly firing out critters that are going to inevitably kill you or slow you down. So a good way to counteract that is simply smoking your troops on the grappler. It also keeps them alive. So, yeah, having max smoke just means we got to use less of them. So, we're gonna go over the attack, and it's been tricky to figure this one out. But we'll go over how we're using heavy choppers and bombers for right now. Keep in mind, I don't have heavies unlocked, so the heavies that come out of the heavy chopper are going to be level 1. Again, not ideal. You know, at least we do have the bombers maxed and the heavy choppers themselves maxed, so that definitely helps with rocket launchers. And we face the odd 6ER. We face the odd 6ER still. For 6s, if they're compact, you want to go Laser Rangers. If not, I have not been having success with them using heavy choppers and bombardiers, so I wouldn't really recommend going that route if you're, you know, really struggling against the 6ERs still. I think it makes more sense to use what you've been using. That's going to allow you to fully clear them. Especially if you're 7, I mean, they should realistically take a little bit longer to take you down. But yeah, this is the matchmaking too, guys. Like this has just been wild. It's either there's nobody playing or like only the top guys are playing. So I don't know what's going on, but this is why whenever we make those season starter guide videos, and we always talk about playing around the chest time. So typically people get the chest at the same, well, especially now that everybody starts with. Was it 4 out of 6 chests? Or there's 6 chest slots to fill. It just means that everyone's chest comes at the same time. So if you can play at that time, then that means people who aren't necessarily pushing might have bad tech, might have bad base. You might be able to catch some of them. So now if we look at this guy's stats, he's got 150 troop damage. He's only got 50 troop health, and he's got 100 BH and DBD. So he opted for more troop damage over the troop health. We'll see how that fares. He does have the shock blaster. It's not a great sign. So here's what we've been doing. 1 heavy chopper, 1 2 bomber. Immediately flare that mortar. And then we go 1 2, 1 2 3 4. Just throw them all down. I did not mean to throw Kavan out. Just my taps were not registering, so I spammed them. Okay, Kavan, you just stay alive there, buddy. That was a terrible drop. We're going to be paying for that a little bit, but let's see if we can make up for it here. through the critters right as the heavies went in front of those mines instead. Let's get a shock in here. I don't know where Kavan is. Let's use a second wind on him. We're going to start shocking the Doom Cannon. And let's go critters over on this side. So to take out a Sky Shield with Barrage, it's 4 Barrage, just to keep that in mind. And the last one is going to cost 28 GB. So it's not really a great use of gunboat energy unless you're really flying. So let's go another Shocky over here. Worried about that Shock Blaster. These guys are all just frozen down here for some reason. Alright, let's go with Kavan. Can we get some troops out in front of that blaster? Some heavies maybe? That would be nice. Ooh, those level 1 heavies are just melting. Just melting, dude. So we can't stay in that area for too long. Those bombers are not looking good, guys. They're not looking good. They're standing right on the edge of that smoke. I was hoping that they would target that shock blaster. Kavan's down here. I don't know what is going on. We are totally lost on this one. Whew. Ouch. Okay. So yeah, this has been it, man. This has been it. It's been a slow. Just we're losing on defense. We're losing on offense. It's just not looking good at all. But you know, that's Warships. It's not to say that we're going to turn around. It's just this is what happens when you play with tech that isn't good. So yeah, that's a little bit frustrating for sure. But it is what it is, right? It is what it is. We can't control it, so we'll just do the best that we can for now. And then I think that's what we need. I think we just need to get to those stat nodes, and then I think we'll be all right. Just a little bit concerning that this was so bad. I thought, heavy chopper bomber would at least put us up to mid 23 at the very least. But no, we're going back to 21 at this rate. So I don't know, guys. I don't know. I'm sorry. This one's a little bit negative, but yeah, I was not expecting that to go that poorly. So yeah, maybe we need a new base. I don't know. But yeah, well, I mean, we'll figure it out. Let's go over some of the attacks that were actually decent. This one, I felt like we pulled things together a little bit. Pretty well the same style of base. We've been hitting the same strategy. Flare the mortar. Land the other troops down. I butchered that last landing still, but I mean, that guy, I feel like he beat us by a lot. And then we come through the middle here, and then we stop barraging the Doom Cannon, because I felt like that was a waste of GB. And then we're shocking the Doom Cannon, the shock launchers. Getting a good split across the middle definitely helps. So if you can keep your troops from all going through that middle point, then obviously that's going to be way better. We almost fizzled here at the very end, but we're able to pull off a decent time. So anyways, not my best performance, but I hope that it helps you guys out if nothing else. So thank you guys so much for watching. Appreciate you, and we will catch you in the next one. Chicken is out. Back.